And welcome to Saturday on the Sound, everybody. June 1st, 2013, and we are live.
How about it?
Yeah, a little late, but still sounding great.
A little delay. We wanted to make sure everything was absolutely perfect.
That's
for the
right.
band.
And we got a great band for you tonight. That's right. Grand
we do.
Funk Railroad is
Not
here.
Grand Funk.
Not
Yes.
Grand Funk, like I accidentally said. I do apologize
May
for
I
that,
say,
but
when-
just as good.
When we were teasing you guys a few weeks ago, he's like, Grand
Funk
Funk Railroad.
Railroad.
And people were in the chat room were like, oh my gosh, how did you get them, really?
And even Chuck goes, I think I need a bigger stage.
But they're probably
That's
better.
why he's not here tonight.
That's why he's not here. He's upset that no, but we got Grand Folk Railroad, and we were listening to them in warm-ups, and they are sounding great. So we got
A good show for you today.
yeah,
We
good
do.
sets, yeah.
We've got a busy show. So
Yes.
before we go into all of our crazy things, in just a moment, we're going to kick it right off with some live music.
Yes,
And,
we're down one guest. Oh, I mean one.
Two.
actually.
Well-
Don't forget about Dan.
Well, Dan is the mystery.
Dan had a work endeavor, and
Okay.
Courtney's at New
Dan's
Kids
on
on the
for
Block.
Courtney.
Courtney is
episode.
at the New Kids on the
That
Block
is
concert
right.
at the
And my
National.
wife is there also, yes. So they're listening to Little New Kids, 98 Degrees, and
Boys to Men.
Because we've all gotten to the time machine. It's now the 1990s.
Yeah, or even worse,
Playing.
the late 80s.
We're here with the best music, so they're missing
That's
out.
right. There you go, missing out. We have a better band.
We
We do.
We don't need Donnie Wahlberg, right?
But
And
he
also-
is good in Blue Bloods.
He's good.
Yes.
May I add?
That's what everybody says. I don't watch the show. So.
Don't lie.
No, I don't. Not what I don't watch. I watch a lot of other
He's a
crap.
closet Blue Bloods watcher.
Yeah, right. I go home and I do it when Lisa's not looking.
That's right.
I think look the other way. Go downstairs. And then also we have the top 13 of 2013 so far, since we're halfway through the year.
Scary.
Yes, I know, right? You believe it's already June, which is 6 months into the year.
And it already feels like summertime today.
Well, finally, I mean, well, look at last
Finally,
week.
after the monsoons and
It's a
the
tale of two
Arctic weather and
Unbelievable.
knocking my fence down.
1 week ago, we did the show, and it was raining out, cold. It was 40 degrees.
At WSJU, that's right.
And now this week we come, and it's hot, and it's boiling, and what summer should feel like.
We
Right.
brought the nice weather with us.
Yes, so at least for inravio we have it. WSU unfortunately ended
Not
on
so
a
much.
wet note.
Yeah,
So
It did.
until we're back in September.
I know.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, I
Yes.
hope so.
Oh, we will. We will. But what we're going to do now is turn it over to our special musical guest tonight, Grand Folk Railroad. They are wonderful. You'll hear plenty from them.
Yep.
If you're not familiar, we have the chat room, of course, on inravio.com. If
right.
you're listening, you see it right now. Anything specific you want to ask them, feel free, and it'll come to us from our production team, and we'll ask the band. So, without further ado, Grand Folk Railroad on
Take it away, guys.
inravio.com.
Have you been worried 'cause your life isn't going as planned? A downward spiral and you wonder when it's gonna end. You've been crying the blues for way too long. It's time to stand up and grab that old bull by the horns. Because it's fine times that we're living in, the good life. How could we ask for more? It's your choice. We're only given one chance to get it right, yeah. Step on up to the plate and grab your bat. Show the world your swagger and the cock of your hat. Hit it out of the park with just one swing. And as you're heading for home, let them hear you sing. Fine times that we're living in, the good life. How could we ask for more? It's your choice. We're only given one chance to get it right, yeah. Where would we be if Columbus hadn't sailed the seas? He made his mind up and you know the rest. He figured east was just a little bit west. Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to give us another one, guys?
Oh, we're having fun down here.
Sure. Yeah.
You might. This is an old one. We'll play all that.
We like that.
1, 2, 3.
It's not the way you look that touched my heart. It's not the way you kiss that tears me apart. Many, many, many nights go by. I sit alone at home and cry over you. What can I do? I don't want nobody, nobody. Baby, it's you. Now I don't care what they say about you. They say you'll never, never, never be true. It doesn't matter what they say. I know I'm gonna love you any old way. What can I do? And what about you? I don't want nobody, nobody. Baby, it's you. It doesn't matter what they say. I know I'm gonna love you any old way. What can I do? And what about you? I don't want nobody, nobody. Baby, it's you. Thank you.
So, tell us, guys, how did you form?
How did we form?
How did we form?
It was a prison deal, really. My parole officer knows her parole officer. They figured keep us out of trouble. Susan really, we had this monthly jam that I run over at the town of Babylon, and Susan came to the jam once, and she played a song called "Concrete and Clay." It's pretty obscure. It's from the '60s. When you heard it, you go, "Oh, I love that song," but nobody ever plays that song. You never hear it anywhere. And she came in and played it. It's like, oh my God, who is this person that would play such a neat song? So
Right.
that's really kind of what brought us together.
That's how we got together.
Yeah.
First of all, why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Because we know each other already.
For the audience out there.
Comedians too.
Just like your name and, obviously we could see what instruments you play, but a quick little tidbit about your musical background.
Okay.
Want to go around? Whoever wants to start.
I'll
Ladies
start.
first. Ladies
Okay,
first.
there we go. I've been playing various instruments since I was a kid. I play piano, I play flute, I play banjo, guitar, ukulele.
Everything.
I play saxophone, a couple other things. And my name is Susan Cohen. And now I'll turn it over to Mike.
I've not a lot to say. My name is Mike Christian. I've always played some instruments. I started out as a drummer, moved into an apartment, and that doesn't work. So, well, I'll play a little guitar. I started to play guitar and moved to bass.
All right.
My name is Frank Doris. I mostly play guitar. I play a little bit of bass. Tonight I'll play some ukulele and melodica. And
Nice.
I basically knew I wanted to play the guitar from about age 6 or 8. And I started playing guitar about... And haven't stopped since.
All right.
And
Bill Resvanis. Been playing since I was... Bill Resvanis. Been playing since
Wow.
I was 13.
I don't want to even think about how to spell your last name.
It's a mouthful. It's Greek. It's Greek.
That's why I can't spell it.
Been playing since I was 13. Can't sing, so I play drums.
That's awesome. Because I know a lot of drummers who are like, I don't like to sing too much, so that's why I do the drums. They don't admit if they can't sing, or people in general don't admit if they can't sing. Good for you. Kudos for being honest.
I admit when I can't sing. Stop me.
Now,
From what we've seen so far, you can all sing very well.
yes, exactly.
Drummer.
Now, how did you two get involved with the two of them to form what you are today?
I actually knew Mike way back when. We used to work together at Sam Ash and Hempstead.
Oh,
really?
right.
Okay.
We used to work together at Harmon Consumer Group, the former Harmon Consumer Group in Woodbury, and we kind of stayed in touch over the years. And then these two came out with an album, and they were looking for people that would go out and play the album.
Right.
And so he asked me, and I actually agreed to it before I even heard the album. So
That's how you know it's going to work
a
out.
little bit, but it worked out.
All right.
And we found Bill on Craigslist.
Great.
Oh, really? See?
nice.
Craigslist does work.
It's
Wanted
nice.
band member.
It's good to hear a success story from there, I have to say, because Craigslist
Yes.
can go either way.
No, that's true, too.
Wow, that's, who knew?
Positive.
Yeah.
Now you're all from Long Island?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's one thing that we love to do on this show is to showcase local bands.
Yeah, Long Island bands, yeah.
And it's great because there's so many of them, and I think we've been very fortunate to meet people from all walks of life that play all different types of music.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of talent on
And
this
it's great.
island.
Oh, it is.
It's great. I mean,
Long Island is chock full of talent. It's
It's
amazing.
a lot of fun for us.
Right.
The bands that we get to meet every Saturday, first Saturday of every month that we do this is
Yeah.
it's great.
And how did you come up with the name? I mean, how'd you decide on the name?
That's his fault.
Oh,
It's just, I wanted to do something
Because it's a
fun.
little deceiving. You know why I say it? Because you have Grand Folk Railroad, so you're like,
Yeah.
is this
We thought you were gonna be
copy of
folk music.
folk music, or is it a combination of?
but you guys can rock it out.
Yeah.
Well, we started off with a very strong folk influence, I'd say.
All right.
Susan Wright's mostly in the folk vein. But it's not my background, so that probably turned it around a little bit. But the idea of the name was just, it was something fun.
Yeah.
Something that people would remember.
Very true.
Definitely.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
That's
It is
all I'm trying to
memorable.
do. It's-
And it's nice that you're from different musical backgrounds, because that adds a nice flavor to it. If you're all from the same vein of music and never ventured out, well, things get a little bit, complacent after a while. So that's why I loved you guys when I first saw you, on Acoustic Cafe. My event I did do at Whole Foods until
Acoustic
management
Cafe.
changed. Right. 3 years I did it, so hey, it's longer than other Whole
right.
Foods.
There you go.
But that was great. I mean, who would have thought you were playing in a supermarket? But people loved it.
There you go.
Oh, we love playing in the supermarket. We
We
did.
had our first meeting. We had our
The first
spring
meeting there.
production.
Yes,
show.
in December before our first show.
Yeah.
At my November
Yeah.
Whole Foods, my last
Yes.
Whole Foods.
Oh, wait, it was November, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, before we even had a show.
Now,
Exactly.
as far as favorite musics or influences that guided you through your music career, it's like, is there any particular groups, artists
No pressure.
that you mirrored yourself?
Blue Oyster Cult.
There you go.
Don't fear the Reaper, huh?
There you go.
Oh, she said, speaking to the
Speaking to the
Yes.
mic.
Let me say that again. Blue Oyster Cult.
There you go.
Donald Buck Roser
There you
is
go.
to me the best guitar player on planet Earth, along
Okay.
with Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Beck.
Cranfer,
Yes.
Gary Wilson, Roy Orbison.
You know what?
Sean Knight.
It's funny you say Roy Orbison because I'm watching you and I'm saying, he looks like Roy Orbison to me.
I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
I can
you
see it
got
a
that
little bit.
little-
It's a good thing.
Yeah, and it's
Do a little Pretty Woman for us, maybe? No.
Good.
All right, Susan, what about you? Influences?
Well, I'm from the country,
Genre.
Loretta Lynn and
All right.
Tammy Wynette, and
All right.
and the old country performers are the ones who influenced me the most.
What do you think of the present country genre in general? I know it's gotten very
I know,
poppy.
I don't want to say bad things
Go
about it.
ahead. Well, what's-
Honesty is
honest-
appreciated,
really,
don't worry.
go ahead.
Well, you know, some of it is very good and innovative, but a lot of it is very formula music. Like they
Yeah.
have the same 4 guys come into the studio and lay down the tracks, and then some guy or some girl who sounds exactly like the guy or girl before them.
Right.
So you know, I'm not crazy about a lot of the new stuff.
All right.
Call it pedal steel pop music.
Pedal steel pop, right? There we go.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Kind of, sort of. It's hard for me to say because when I play, I don't think I sound anything like my influences. But
Sometimes that's a good thing, though. You know what? You make it your
yeah,
own.
Yeah. I think back to when Susan was writing, like I really got into, really love Mary Chapin Carpenter's music. When I listen to it, it's just everything she does, it sounds like she works so hard. Every, you know, word, the stories that are told, she just boils it down to
Yes.
perfection.
Right.
Everything counts.
And not auto-tuned. Oh,
No, certainly not, certainly not.
that
But
haunts
it's just,
me.
you know, I think she wrote a song and then she wrote it again and then she just, what can I do to make it better? What can I do to make it better?
And that's what songwriting should be all about.
Yeah.
And the guy who makes all the noise in the back there,
AKA Bill.
AKA
Bill.
Ringo
Ringo.
Bingo,
and
there you go.
and James Brown.
There you
All
go.
The
right.
Godfather's soul. Look at that.
That's it.
Short and sweet.
What else?
What else?
Where can you go from there?
You built out a little, I feel good.
So do you, when you do your performances at local pubs, I guess, or events, do you perform most of your own music, or do you do a combination of both your own music and covers, or what? What do you like performing?
It really depends. You know, we'll do a bar gig and we'll do an entire night of covers, 60s pop and stuff like that. Or we'll play a local folk venue and we'll do all originals.
Okay.
And then when we do a night of covers, we like to throw in some of ours. And I think people enjoy it. It's a little
Well, you
break.
guys just did a festival just before, actually. You
Right,
came here
today.
today, right?
Today,
Yeah,
yes.
today.
We were at the
You guys are
Babylon-
busy today.
Babylon Spring Fling Street Fair.
There you
thing.
go.
There you go.
Like outside in 90-degree temperature.
Temperatures. At one point with no shade.
Now, do you guys ever play the folk festival they do at the Stony Brook UU?
No.
Not yet.
All
I
right.
have a contact there. If you need it, let me know. So when you said folk, I'm like, you would be a great band to see
There you
there.
Oh,
go.
where
Making
where they are.
connections. Look at that.
Hey, you know what? It's all about networking.
That's right. That's right.
And when you're writing your own music, I guess I always ask this question of the artist, because I always find it interesting how they come up with the ideas or the influences. Is it life experiences? Is it things that you've read about? Or like when you're creating a song, how do you start? How do you know, that's the most fascinating thing to me is how do you get the words? to
Lyrics
match
first, music
music
first.
yeah,
Pen and
how do you-
paper
You
first.
see a box and it
Yeah.
inspires you.
I do them together, and for a long time I did mostly emotional, you know, breakup songs and that kind of thing.
Oh,
One
yes.
day Mike said to me, and we'll probably do a song tonight, that Mike said to me, why don't you write about something besides, like, you know, love
Heartbreak, misery.
and stuff like that.
So you were like the Taylor Swift of your generation.
You did it
Every
first.
time you broke up with a guy, that's it, new song coming right now.
Now you're right about Mike getting parole.
What?
I'm back.
Oh,
He says come back.
oh, he says come back from the mic. Okay,
That's good. I mean, people hear you. Your voice is carrying.
okay, good.
That's a good
That's,
thing.
that's an interesting point when you'd ask about that because I cannot write a song to save my life. I've been working in music for years. I do a lot of, as you know, music bookings, and I've been working in radio for many years. I work at a bunch of stations. And I admire songwriters because I cannot do it. I tried and I would be like, top, pop, like I would just, it was terrible. No chance. So people who can write music, not only can write it, but do it well, I'm always very inspired by that, and I think it's a great thing because it's talent.
Do you
People-
think
really.
maybe you were just wrong?
Well,
Maybe you wrote something good and you just do your own work.
pretty bad. I'm honest. If it were good, I mean, I could give myself credit if credit were due. No, I sing. I sing. I was trained throughout years. I did the national anthem at Yankee Stadium and met Jay-Z back in the day.
Very cool. Look at you.
That I
You
know.
are a gangster, are you?
Throwing big names
All
around.
right.
April 19th, 2005.
Very
There
cool.
were 4 of
Look
us
at
in St.
you.
John's who did that. So I sing other people's music, but I cannot write or sing my own. So I think that's why I love when, people can do that and do it well.
But you're right, but it is a talent, and that's just it. And I think that's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the things we've seen over and over again with everybody that comes and performs, and anytime you watch it, they have a passion about what they do, and it comes across in the music and just in the lyrics and the way it comes together. Because you're right,
Yeah.
we can't do that.
And in our chat room, when people are like, all right, guys, stop talking, more with the bands. Yeah, we get that a lot. So that means everyone likes it.
Yeah. And we have,
Oh,
speaking of the chat room,
speaking of chat room, somebody who's going by the name of Indian Cowboy had to choose between seeing Pitbull in concert tonight and watching your show. Show's Saturday on the Sound.
Good
Sending
choice.
my
Good
love.
choice. You
All
did the right choice out there. Thank
Whoever
you.
Indian Cowboy is, we love you.
We appreciate the support.
Thank you. And with that, we're going to take a quick break before we come back with some more live music by Grand Folk Railroad.
Yes.
We have giveaways too.
We do. And
Yeah, we got some live reads.
musicians. We have Eddie Money tickets.
Uh-oh.
So Eddie Money is coming to the Paramount Theater in Huntington, Long Island, New York, this coming Friday, June 7th at 8 p.m. And Inravio's got your tickets. Click on the Win Now link on the homepage or contest to enter to win. Log on to ParamountNewYork.com for a complete listing of all the shows. So
And may I add, which we always do say, you do need to be able to get there. We'll have listeners who are listening like in Texas. They're like, I really want to go. We're like, hey, if you can take a yacht,
If you can fly out here.
have a spaceship, if you can get there, you can go if you win. But you do have to get there.
So if you win, you can take them home tonight and go to the show tomorrow.
that's right.
No, you didn't.
I'm playing it right now. I don't know if it's coming through or not.
It probably is. I love Eddie Money.
And if you
No.
want to call us and just chat to us about Grand Folk Railroad, give us a call at 855-446-7284.
For those who have old school phones like me, 855-4-INRAVIO. All of you in your fancy smartphones don't have
Smartphone, you don't
numbers
have that.
and letters, but my flip phone does.
We got to give the numbers out for the.
Yes, they changed that because everyone was like, I have a nice phone. I don't know what the letters and numbers are. I'm
Actually,
like,
you'll
really?
have to find a real phone and look at it to dial.
Right.
numbers.
Yeah. No, I don't have that problem with my old school phone.
There you go. See, point one for your old school phone.
You're right.
There you go.
If you have a rotary phone, you're gonna have
Well-
to get in your car and come down here.
It might take you a while. You might not win the tickets.
That's true. But
You know, I was gonna say, if you have a rotary phone, you probably don't have the internet.
you're probably not listening.
Dial up a little hard.
So enter to win, click it on our homepage, and we'll be back in a little while with more Grand Folk Railroad on Saturday on the Sound on inravio.com.
Inravio.
Stop putting it off and start painting it up today at Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore paints, sickens, wood finishes, paints, and professional paint supplies, ideal for contractors and homeowners, stain paints and epoxies, family owned and operating, in business for over 55 years, professional and experienced help, located at 2 locations, 55B Route 25, Quorum, Long Island, New York, and 1495 Plaza Montauk Highway, Mastic, New York. Call them at 775-7435 and 775-8135. Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore Paints. Log on to the Inravio advertisers page today.
Sud City Car Wash, Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. $9.99 early bird special Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Phone 395-6114. Sud City Car Wash. Hand washes, hand waxes, and detailing. Interior cleaning, brushless, car wash club. Simonized products. Sud City Car Wash. Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. Mauritius Bay Diner and Restaurant. Steaks, chops, wraps. Breakfast skillets. The Mauritius Bay, 62 Montauk Highway in Mauritius, New York. 878-6827. The Mauritius Bay Diner and Restaurant in New York.
I get so lost.
Hey, this is Bruce Oler from the show Glory Days. airing Sundays from 10 till 12 noon. Glory Days, sports show with a twist, entertainment, music, and anything else you want to talk about. Only on inravio.com, broadcasting to the world.
inravio.com. The future of radio is now in radio.
Croce's Auto Body, first aid for your auto since 1965. 24-hour towing, free estimates, frame straightening, insurance claims, restorations. 398 Main Street, East Moriches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-878-1998.
Welcome back to Saturday on the Sound on inravio.com. I'm your scary host, Marissa.
Ooh,
It's not even Halloween
I'm
yet.
your second scariest host, Charlie.
Matt Forsyth live with you in studio.
Lally, not scary at all.
Speak for yourself.
The unscary.
The unscary.
Not scary at all.
Not scary. And as you know, we have Grand Folk Railroad, our musical guest tonight, live in studio, the chat room. As always, it's buzzing. And we promise not to talk too much because we know that everyone wants to hear the music
But we got a
and
couple
not
of
us.
things we wanted to
And good stuff. Good stuff. For example, before Charlie read about Eddie Money, Long Island's own, and I have another read, another giveaway, Big Country, for you country fans out there. They're coming to the Paramount as well, which is a great, great venue. I was in Huntington last night. I don't
been
remember
there.
a lot of
Never
it
been there.
because it was a 30th birthday party. I'm going to be honest. I didn't drive, but it's a great venue. It's in the middle of the village of Huntington, so if you can see a show there, do it. You can win them.
There you go.
And they'll
Play
be
the song
there.
for you right now, in case you didn't know it.
It's
play
in
it
a
right
big
now.
country.
See?
In the big country, by big country.
How good are you?
See?
Always prepared.
Always prepared for this stuff.
Yeah, don't let his head get too
I know. I shouldn't say that. Well, they're coming.
I'm saying, well, these lights are hot tonight.
Getting
Oh my
nervous.
God, I normally don't have these
I know.
ones overhead. It's
Ah.
hot.
Go ahead, Maria.
Well, they're coming on Saturday, June 8th at 8 p.m. to the Paramount. And of course, we've got your tickets. So as always, go to our website, which you are probably at if you're listening to the show, inravio.com. Click on the Enter to Win, and you could be going. Again, it's a pair of tickets, but you do need to be able to get there. So boat, train, plane, we don't care. Raft, you just have to be able to get to the
Just
Paramount.
leave work early.
Right.
There you go.
Don't pull a Marissa and stay late at work. Get there.
Exactly.
You'll miss the show.
So now we're going to, before we go back a little bit later with some more live ones from Grand Folk Railroad, we're going to be doing our version of the top 13 thus far of 2013.
Yes.
I'll hand it off to Matt.
Okay, cool. So far, we're only 6 months into the year, and we started our show talking about 2012 and what a great year it was for music, and a lot of great hits, a lot of memorable hits.
A lot of ones that won't leave your mind.
And yes, you're still here to this day, like
Call
Goldie
me
Haye.
maybe.
Call me maybe.
Ones that I wish I never heard and that won't leave my
And they're
mind.
still ingrained in your mind. But there's a whole new crop, and again, only 6 months in, and there's all totally different songs from what we talked about the last time.
Some new artists.
Some new artists, and I'm sure even more that will come before the end of the year.
Oh, yes.
I mean, there's Daft Funk and all those guys that are coming up with new songs for the summer. So,
That's
but yeah, so we're going to start off with number 13 on our countdown, and it will be "I Will Wait" by Mumford & Sons.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited for this because I will be seeing them at Lollapalooza, which I go to every year, which
Right.
is the best music festival absolutely ever, Chicago.
Right.
And to me, it's exciting to hear they won the album of the year
Yes.
at the Grammys.
At the Grammys, album of the year.
And that's exciting to me because I'm caught on myself, like
Yeah,
always.
look at you.
I'm always a hot mess. But because usually it's, auto-tuned,
Right.
pop, things I want to run my head into a wall over. I like music. I like instruments. I like
Right.
bands. I
Well,
like
they have a very
musicians, like
folk-
our guest
Yeah,
tonight.
a very folk background.
And
There you
exactly,
go.
they're a folk background band. They're from the UK, and they're
Yes.
talented, and they really sing and they write their own music, and they're not auto-tuned.
Yeah, correct.
So, and they can, they're not like, back in the 90s, even with the dance music, you had a totally different woman who was on the videos and the
Right.
covers than who was actually had the pipe singing. So it's nice for them.
CNC Music Factory.
Right.
That's a big one.
That was a big one.
McCoy.
Yes.
Not LaBouche.
Yes, not LaBouche, they
Yes,
were real.
who we've had on our show before.
Yes, we
but
have.
so that's I enjoy this. It's nice.
So they came in, this hit number 12 at one point this year. They were in the top 100 for at least 30 weeks, maybe more.
Nice.
And they were the number 22 most downloaded song so far in 2013.
Pretty impressive
So
for
not
a newer
bad,
band.
right? For a new
Right?
band.
Yeah, not
so.
bad.
And the singer, Marcus Mumford, is married to Carrie Mulligan, who's the actress who's in The Great Gatsby and a whole
Right.
bunch of things. So not bad for him either.
No,
Go
I
Mumford.
think go for
Yeah,
it.
right?
And not the amazing Mumford.
Not from
Not peanut butter and jelly sandwich guy, but we were talking about that.
the
at dinner.
Muppets.
We were listening to it the other day, and my daughter is 10, and she said something, and I said, "Isn't that?" And I said, "Oh, the amazing Mumford." And she said, "No, Dad, he's on Sesame Street."
Come on, Dad.
My bad. My bad.
Yes, this is not the son of the amazing Mumford.
Not the amazing Mumford.
So that's coming in number 13 on our countdown. Coming in number 12 is Rihanna. She's actually on here twice.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, she's everywhere. I mean,
Love her or
even
hate her,
last
she's
year,
everywhere.
Last 2 years, she's been everywhere. And
She's been everywhere for a while.
yeah, she's been.
She
cracking
teams
out
up with
hits.
the right writers, I have to say. And
She just keeps cracking out hits, and this is her new one. It's actually currently on the radio right now, and it's on the charts right now in number 3. This one hit. What's it called? It's been on the top 10 for the last 13 weeks.
Well then.
Not bad. It's the number 14 most downloaded hit, and it's currently at the number 3 position, and that's where it's peaked. It hasn't gone to number 1, but it's at least at number 3 so far.
now, which one is it? Stay?
This is Stay.
I
yeah.
hear a little bit in the background,
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't want to
what I hear,
lie and
yeah.
be like, maybe it's
Sorry,
not
this
that.
one's Stay. We have another song later on the countdown by her.
This
yeah,
is interesting with her because usually she only does the poppy things. It's
Yeah.
interesting that she did like a
Very
ballad-ish kind of
slow
song.
ballad. Yeah, different. Totally
I mean, now
different.
that the radio has killed it and played it 9 million times, you don't want to hear it anymore. But
That's what they do best.
except we play the good music. here.
Yes.
Yes,
Only
we
the good
do.
ones get played often with us.
Exactly.
You'll hear things here, you will.
Would never, huh?
Right.
And you'll see things here you won't see anywhere else.
Anywhere else. So
What's
coming in-
next?
That was number 12. So Rihanna was Stay. Coming into number 11. This is a song every club has been playing, every radio station has been playing, and it's "Don't Worry Child" by Swedish House Mafia.
This is when I get to like the stoplights and my window goes down and I'm like Night at the Roxbury, I get very excited for this one.
Oh, just pound your head to it and keep going.
Just the beat makes you a little bit happy, you know? It does.
Yes. So this was on the top 10, 6 weeks going. It hit number 9 on the most downloaded list for 2013.
Wow.
And it hit as high as number 6 on the charts. So not too bad.
Pretty
So,
impressive.
For a new group that actually
Yeah.
they just broke up recently. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
They were
so
new
they
once.
only one-hit wonders.
They finally have success.
Yes.
They're like, done.
In
Too
2013,
much.
two bands broke up. This is one, and LMAFO, whatever the hell.
Oh, that's right.
They broke up too.
And last year, Chumbawamba broke up. They were together for 31 years.
Yeah, Chubb.
yeah,
Tub
yeah.
Thumping.
Tub
You remember
Thumping.
that from the
Yeah,
90s.
yeah.
They were a one-hit wonder, and I thought that they were together for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Now that 31 years.
Overseas, they were together for forever.
They were massive.
Listen, if they could play Tub Thumping for 31 years and get away with it,
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty
why
good.
not?
I get knocked down, and I get up again.
That's all. So you want to do one more and then go back to some live music?
Yes, we'll do one more, and this would be our number 10 song, and this is
The
everybody's-
Bieber.
Yes, the Bieber. Everybody's favorite,
Oh.
Justin
Oh.
with Nicki Minaj, and this is Beauty
Not
and the
every-
Beast.
no.
Beauty and the Beat, and yeah, not everybody's favorite, but every teenage girl's favorite. Let's put it that
Why?
way.
I liked good music when I was a teenager. I went to go see Aerosmith, and I went to see Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
He's popular.
Right.
taking off all of his neighbors with this high-speed car.
Car.
Yeah.
Sean Johnson, I read.
Yes,
Oh, really?
Keyshawn John. Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
he hit his car.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
So Bieber, I guess.
Yeah, had
He
a
does
little-
not have Bieber fever.
He's a left foot.
My father-in-law. We gotta slow down.
We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
So this song was on the top 10 for 13 weeks. It's the number 5 most downloaded song, which is pretty good. And it hit number 3. So it peaked to number
Wow.
3, never got to number 1. So,
Oh, thank God.
yes.
I mean, go
You
Justin
know what,
Bieber.
the best part of the song is at least Nicki Minaj did something with it. She's pretty good. So
She's interesting.
yes.
You never know what she's kind of like a rap version of me sometimes. She wears crazy wigs and like strange jewelry. I'm like,
Where's the
her,
pink wig? I wanna
Lady
see it next
Gaga.
time.
I'm like, bring it to the forefront. The weirdos. That's my weirdos.
Next show, pink wig. That's what you got to wear.
Here's the new norm.
Here's the new normal. So.
Yes. So you guys want to kick it back off with some
We'll kick it back over and we'll
Grand
start
Folk.
with
You
number
guys
9.
ready for a few live ones? Sure. All right.
All right.
So we're back with Grand Folk Railroad live on Saturday on The Sound.
off the ground. Feel its edges, turn it round. Where has it been? Where will it go? It holds a story we might never know. Minted new in 54, hung with pride in Daddy's store, helped him thrive, brought him luck, taken down the day the doors were shut. Slipped inside a pocket, mixed with quarters, nickels, dimes. Smacked down on the dresser near the edge and lost in time. Found inside the dresser drawer, under socks he never wore. How could we know how much it meant? All his dreams wrapped up in just 1 cent. Slipped inside a pocket, mixed with quarters, nickels, dimes. There it found a tiny hole, dropped to the ground, and there it shines. Pick a penny off the ground, feel its edges, turn it round. Where has it been? Where will it go? It holds a story we might never know. Thank you.
Hey, that was one of those songs that when Mike said you have to write a song that's not about love.
Hey, you,
No. I said, enough with the pissed off chick song.
that's how he actually said, oh yeah.
You can say that. Yeah.
You said it.
Not the same
All good.
FCC with internet as there is on the FM station, which is a
Yeah.
good thing. Because I also work at an FM station, trust me. Got a lot more freedom here, which is nice.
We actually want to give a shout out to Brian Miller.
That's right.
Who's
Brian
a
Miller
good
is
buddy
actually
of ours
watching and listening right
from
now.
back in our Stop and Shop days back in high school.
Oh.
And, we've known Brian forever.
A
So
high
Brian and
school
his wife
friend
Erin.
finding you and listening to your radio show.
Yes,
Yeah.
on
College
Facebook. Yes, oh yeah, we've known him for
So
years.
Brian wanted to know, he wrote in, he said, is this your last show for the summer? Which is not.
No.
We're actually on
No.
this station. We'll
We
be
go
on all
year-round.
summer. We go
Yes.
year-round.
Yes.
Just St. John's ended last week. So
Yes.
that
Yes,
one's
yeah.
done.
Until September.
September.
So have no
That's
fear,
September.
you can still get your fix
Yep.
of us the first Saturday
That's
of every
right,
month. And we'll be on again July, what is it, the 4th is a Thursday, right, or Wednesday?
I think it's the first.
Thursday.
Isn't it the first?
Is it the first
I
again?
think
I'm not great with dates. So
don't
who
know.
knows? Whatever
It's
your
July
heart-
6th.
Thank you.
There we go.
So our next
July
show is going to
6th.
be
July 6th.
Saturday, July
Thank you for the
6th.
save.
For those calendar challenged like myself, the first Saturday of the month we're on. Our show that we do with the same cast of people
Yes.
on WSJU, which is in Queens,
Yep.
that the students go on break, so the station doesn't broadcast live and again until the school year
We
starts.
actually literally unplugged the station as we walked out the other day.
We were the last
Yes,
show.
last show.
Last show until September.
I love
So
that.
if there's any
Unplugged
rich
it.
alumni out there who wants to support WSJU,
Yeah.
please donate the money to the students.
Yes.
You know what you're around.
So
Yeah, so we will be back again next
Save
month,
the
so.
station.
that's
Save-
right.
Save
So
the
we're
station.
gonna-
We're gonna do a
SOS.
telethon all of a sudden.
SOS.
PBS. Get on.
You guys good to do another? All
There
right.
you
I see a
go.
banjo in this one. Very
Nice.
cool. All right.
Dun dun dun. You guys really play every instrument ever made. I'm so
I know, right?
Great.
I'm in,
I wanted to go
I'm
through the
so in
gallery.
Fantastic.
awe.
Waiting for the trumpet to come out.
Right?
There's still more songs. Whenever you're
Excellent.
ready, guys.
Take it away, guys.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But if I was either hanging around with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry, and I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time, but when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. You should ever wanna be loved by anyone. It's not unusual, happens every day, no matter what they say. Find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want it to. Why can't this crazy love be mine? Whoa, whoa. It's not unusual to be mad with anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. But if I ever see that you changed at any time, it's not unusual. Find I'm in love with you. Whoa, 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 whoa,
There you go. I was doing the Carlton dance over here. It's like-
Great.
Tell us about
was
your
great.
new instruments that you pulled out for that song for the viewers at home who, like me, are instrument slow, shall we say?
This is an electric ukulele. It's a Les Paul
Up the mic.
ukulele.
On the mic. On the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Speak into the mic.
On the mic.
On the mic.
Talk to the mic.
This is a Les Paul electric ukulele.
Oh, wow.
Now,
It says Les Paul on it.
There you go.
It's a lot of fun to play.
they do a ukulele. Christine will know better than I. One day I feel like it's a Friday. Might be lying. But there's one day, it's either one day a week or one day a month. Upstairs of inravio.com, there's a music store, Village Music Shop, and they do a ukulele gathering.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know if it's monthly or weekly. She's weekly. Okay, weekly, and I think it's Friday. I might be wrong too, but it is here on a regular basis. So if you ever want to come by, they have like a decent crowd. I hear. I cannot play, but we had somebody on a Beatles show that I do actually. He's a ukulele player, and he was checking out the gathering afterwards. So
Now, is it difficult to play? I mean,
It's so
you have
small.
big
It's a little
hands.
guitar.
So is it difficult to?
Yeah, it's a little small, it's a little, for a guitar player, it's a little hard to get used to the small size, but, you know.
I've never seen an
Great
electric
sound.
one ever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, it's
I've
great.
seen like what was it?
This friend, $99.
I mean, I'm in awe because I've seen a few in my day, but not like that. How?
But like we said before, you'll hear and see things on this show
That
that
you
you
don't
won't
see
see
anywhere
anywhere else.
Can
Exactly.
you play little tiny bubbles for us, maybe?
I'll have to figure that out.
Tiptoe through the
Do a little
tulips?
thing?
And your banjo
Tom
student
Jones
is very.
wasn't good enough.
Yeah, you really got to push the envelope here.
Still working on it.
Your banjo is very snazzy as well.
Yes, it
It
is.
looks like a rock and roll version on the sides. It's got like some sweet. I'm like, I have a necklace like that. I'd wear that.
It's a vintage 60. I think it's a 67 Gibson.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Frank found it at a tag sale.
Oh.
Really?
Nice.
Did it
See?
belong to Roy Clark?
No, he had one of those big.
You never
fancy
know, right?
bluegrass ones.
See, for those who say tag sales are not excellent, well, case in point.
Oh, I
I
can't
don't want to
believe
know
it.
what I paid for this.
I don't, but I'm amazed by looking at it. It looks like it's
Looks
mint condition.
great.
That's fabulous.
Yep.
$65.
Wow.
Did you have to restore it,
99,
or
65. God, jeez.
Cheaper than this.
did you have to restore it, or no?
No,
No,
well,
it was- it
he
was
put
as
a
is?
new head on it,
Right.
and
That was it,
That
huh?
was it?
Great.
pretty much it.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
pretty good.
Whoever sold that did
He's
not
never
know what they
getting
were
it back
doing, but that's a
in
good.
I told them this is worth more, and they said, are you gonna play it? And I said, no. Well, she's gonna play
Right,
it.
right, right.
Somebody in my band will.
Okay, 65. Yeah, sold it.
That's nice.
Well, can you play that yourself? Can you play that? Or no? But I guess what is the difference? I mean, with the strings and all
It's
that.
tuned differently.
Oh, okay.
And there are some guitar players like Vicky Genfan who can literally play in like 27 different tunings.
Okay.
My gosh.
I'm not one of them.
Okay.
I can only tune vocally. I tried before I had 87-foot nails. I have a lot of friends that I've dated people, speaking of love songs and breakups. A lot of my ex-boyfriends have played guitar. And they've tried before I had nails to teach me. And I was like, I'm spastic. I couldn't even do like a chord. I was like, And then I tried after I got my nails, so they thought it would just be funny. Oh my gosh, my jingles got caught in the strings. I'm like, I couldn't even move my hand. I went like this, I strummed, and I was,
New instrument.
I added like another string to the guitar with my nail angle. I was like, this will not work out.
Not funny.
No. So
Put a
again,
little bit of rosin on one of those nails. I think you could play the violin.
one,
There you go.
I can tell you, my mom played violin, so she's got her violin that's actually from the 50s. It's got like half a string left and everything else. And she's got her like fossilized rosin sitting in there. So I was pulling it out one day. I was dusting, cleaning out because I had rent from my parents. I've got an apartment there, and I was going through it, and I was like, you know what? And I was looking at, I dangle, as you can see, random things for my nails, like things people don't want, like the toys, you know, whatever the toys and whatever they send the broken toys
The
to.
misfit toys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
misfit
misfit
toys.
toys.
That's what
I
winds up
got
in my
plenty of
nails.
those.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
have an old rosin, and in theory, knowing me, I could just glue it on one
There
day.
you go.
But you know what? If you want
might-
to try the violin, my daughter plays the violin. She just played it in the chorus concert on Wednesday, which they did a great job at.
All right.
But you know, we heard a lot of hot cross buns. As we were playing. That's
I
pretty
heard
much
the
it
same
was.
thing
Three
at
blind
my
mice,
daughter's.
Hot
Santa
cross
Claus
buns up for months
I
and
played
months.
the recorder back in school because
my-
everyone
my
had to,
daughter
and,
just
and
did
I
that,
couldn't
yeah.
even like. I don't know if you can tune a recorder. I know nothing.
I don't
about
think-
it,
I don't
but
think you
couldn't.
can.
I was
You
off
just take it
pitch.
and blow into
I
it,
don't
that's
think
it.
you can,
My
yeah.
daughter just had her recorder
Yeah,
concert
yeah.
last
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
so yeah.
I feel bad for the recorder. It's like, oh, anyone with half like a brain and 3 fingers can
You
play
get
this.
this.
As long as
Yeah.
you can pucker your lips
Yeah.
and blow out,
Yeah.
you can play
Done.
the recorder.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And my daughter played the drum pad at her
There you go.
at her recital.
Oh,
But it's great to see the kids play it as well. I mean, I'm not musically inclined at all. I tried piano lessons when I was younger. My parents tried to make me play instruments. I
Didn't
just
work
couldn't
out?
do it. But
Yeah,
I said it was
exactly.
cool to even watch Stephanie. They practiced and practiced and practiced. But they had the 4th grade orchestra and then the 5th as well.
Right.
And it was great. I mean, I sat, you know, I mean, as a parent, my daughter seeing her was great. But even seeing all the other kids and a lot of her friends,
Right.
it was great. So they had that, and then they had the chorus, and they sang "We Are the World," and they sang the Rainbow, which is a very long
Rainbow
song,
Connection?
and they sang the Rainbow Connection.
And you
I
didn't
played
bring
the
Kermit
Rainbow
the Frog with
Connection.
you.
Which I was actually warned not to stand up and sing. And
You
she
wanna
said,
sing
"Dad,
it now?"
please."
I
Don't do
played
that.
No, I'm not going to sing it now either.
the Rainbow Connection is classic. I played that at my first piano recital.
But it's great to get them involved at such a young
is.
age, and there are so
Yeah,
many
it's good.
kids that were in the show that were very talented, and it's great to
And it's
great
worth
to
it.
see.
I mean, you know, you could be playing in bands as you get older.
Never
so
know.
You never
Never know.
what it could lead to.
Now, do you guys come from musical families? Was music something that you knew you would pick up, or you just had a love for it, and what each of you? you? What was your kind of scenario with that?
I'm the first musician in the family.
Oh, wow.
Although my grandfather, I'm told, played the violin and the piano really well, but I never met him. But I guess it skipped a generation.
It was in your blood, you just didn't know it.
Yeah, I found out.
And now you play every possible instrument, even small little things like that, which is beautiful.
Now, when you play, I mean, you know, some artists you hear about, they can read music and they play it that way. Some artists just go by listening and they can play it. So where do you fall into that? I mean, reading, do you read music well, or do you?
By ear.
By
I
ear.
can do a little bit of everything, but mostly by ear.
And did you?
That's great.
For me, just
And
to
when
hear.
you started playing, did you find it? Did it come easy to you? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I think you have it or you don't, and I did not.
Totally
Yeah.
easy.
That's great. What about you? Is it in your family, Susan?
Well, my aunt was a pianist.
Okay.
Yeah, and my father was, he sang a lot in different choral groups. But that's the only musical background. But I knew from when I was a little kid that
That's
this
That's
was
what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I took piano lessons. I started when I was 5, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, I just.
I started at
went
10.
on.
I was a late bloomer. 10 to 17 I played. Good for you.
And
Yeah,
Mike, and Mike,
but I don't know if you noticed, but he's playing this thing upside down and backwards.
You know
I
what's
was just
funny?
like Jimi Hendrix did that.
I don't know very much, obviously, about instruments. And I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, yeah, I see a lot of bands play. I'm like, I feel like it's facing a different way than usual. But I'm like, you know what? I don't really know. Maybe it's my eyes. You are.
Not unusual.
So explain that.
you're a lefty?
Well, it ties into your question because in my family, nobody was musical at all. I mean, I remember being a kid, my father would play Guy Lombardo records.
Oh, my dad,
That
too.
would make you not,
And then New
make
Year's
you want to
Eve.
go join the football
But
team.
you had to
know?
watch him on New Year's Eve all the time.
Yes.
My dad would do that in Lawrence Welk.
Well, that was the other
Yeah.
thing. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
gosh.
But my brother had a guitar. I don't know why, but for some reason he had it, and he never played it. So I started to pick it up, and nobody even knew to say, "You got that backwards. Hold it the other way." I just never knew any better, and I
Oh
played
my
completely by ear, and
Wow.
I just fiddled with it.
So that's
much.
why you play that way? You just taught
Yeah,
yourself?
because I just never knew any better. Really. And,
That's an
you know,
amazing
That's
story.
great.
And it looks cooler than when if you did know, you know? So
Now, do
that's-
you-
It's a great excuse for a lot of things.
It really
It is.
Do you only play bass, or you also play other?
No, I started as a drum. Well, I was saying before, I started as a
oh, that's
drummer
right,
and
okay.
went to guitar, and mostly because of what we wanted to do as a band and stuff. I just said, I'm gonna play bass.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
So that's
So-
great that you had that kind of versatility. For me, I was in a few, you know, garage bands with like my ex-brother-in-law and my friends in high school. And I'm always like, well, I have to sing because I can't do anything else. So they kind of had to always rearrange things for me because they all could do everything. And I was like, it's that or nothing, guys. I'll be a roadie. So that's great.
I'll tell you what, though, you're talking about a ukulele for anybody who's listening who just, I just want to be able to play a little something, have some fun, play music. My kids, for 10 minutes they had their ukuleles and they're playing stuff. They're picking up really quick. So ukulele is
I
very
think
easy to play.
You know what? That's
Just
what
a
we're
few
gonna buy for
chords
the
and there's so
next
many
show.
things
We
you
are.
can do.
We'll play
have
ukulele.
all
Ukulele is so important.
Well, I'm a big Beatle fan, so obviously, you know, George Harrison and things like that, I always, with ukulele, I mean, mandolin and everything else. Even Paul McCartney, I mean, some of his newer stuff, he plays mandolin, you know, and it's really cool to see the different
And
instruments.
luckily, unlike when I was a kid, if you picked up a ukulele when I was a kid, you'd get beat up.
Yeah.
Loud.
That's right, it wasn't cool back then.
Ukulele
Yeah.
was cool now.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It's okay to play
okay.
now.
And if you ever wanted to do, I was saying, besides the ukulele meeting here, they do festival for, because I'm a Beatle nerd, Beatle fans, they do it in New Jersey, but this year they're doing it at the Hyatt in Manhattan because it's the 50th anniversary. But they have a huge musical circle. They've been doing it for, I think, 36, 37 years, no, 39 years, because this will be the 40th in February. And they have musicians just show up, bring their instruments, they play a whole bunch of Beatles songs, spin-off Beatles songs, then they play random things. And there are a lot of ukulele players there,
Yeah.
which it's a great, and it goes for 15 hours. People just come and play music. So if you want to show up and bring your instruments, ukuleles are
There you
welcome.
go.
There you go.
And what about you, Bill, with your family? Do you come from a musical family or not so much?
My dad was a very excellent symphony violin player.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And
Cool.
trumpet player also.
See,
at that.
trumpet
My mom-
player. Totally.
See, you were waiting for
I
a
was
trumpet.
Wait for the trumpet.
He
There's
tried
your
to get me to
trumpet.
play trumpet. He goes, no, you better play trumpet.
Now, do you get tired playing drums? Because the one thing, I mean, I have a lot of friends who are drummers, and I feel like you don't realize because you've got the hands and the foot pedal. Do you get exhausted by the end of playing?
No.
Really?
No.
I feel like you have to be in a certain caliber of shape to be a
Definitely
musician.
that
Because I'm,
adrenaline rush.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very cool. You guys are a very interesting band. I love it. You have a lot of great different backgrounds, and it works very well.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a really quick break, and then we'll be back with more Grand Folk Railroad on Saturday on the Sound on inravio.com. See you soon.
inravio.com. Internet, radio, TV. inravio.com. Broadcasting to 6.8 billion people. Streaming 24/7. inravio.com.
This is not your daddy's radio. Well, unless he's cool. inravio.com. Broadcasting to the world.
Stay in tune guitar strings. Guitar strings, bass strings, polish and accessories. Stay in tune guitar strings. Akron, Ohio. www.sitstrings.com. Hey, this is Chuck from the Two Guys and the Chick Show. Listen, did you guys know that if MySpace was a country, it would be the 5th largest country in the world? I wonder if people really go on that thing called the internet. I don't know. Radio.com, broadcasting to the world.
This is Brian Gallo, and you are listening to inravio.com.
Glitz and Glam Boutique. Book your little princess's party today. Glamorous birthday parties. Girls' Day out packages. Hair accessories and jewelry. 5A Canal Street, Center Riches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-909-7428.
Broadcasting worldwide. inravio.com.
Woohoo!
Right, on inravio.com.
Packed show tonight.
Saturday on the Sound.
That's
Yes,
right.
We're gonna go back to our top.
Well,
13.
first
Well, we have to do a read
Mike's gotta
first.
Before we do, Mike's in the spotlight.
Okay, Michael.
No pressure. We're just talking about pressure. Right?
That's it, no pressure.
None at
Okay,
all.
inravio wants you to know that you can ride to help cure diabetes. Join the annual Tour de Cure. It's a cycling event at Pindar Vineyards, and it's going to be 1 week from today, Saturday, June 8th at 7 a.m. Now, the cyclists are going to take to the roads and raise funds to help fight and find a cure for diabetes. If you have a community event, we want to know about it. So you can send us your information on company letterhead to gm@inravio.com. That's, again, your information on company letterhead to gm@inravio.com. And catch us, that's in quotes on the read, serving the world and concentrating here on Long Island. So, again, 1 week from today, Tour de Cure. That's tough to say together, but
It really is.
Tour
It's like-
de Cure. You know what? I'm not French. That's why I can't say it like that. Tour de Cure.
And that's
Tour
a
de
great
Cure.
vineyard, I have to say. I mean, we live on Long Island. We've got, wine country.
Well, if you go all the way down, I remember going to Duck Walk. We went
I love Duck Walk.
pumpkin picking, and you pass Duck Walk because when you get out to the Hamptons, it's just that one road, and Duck Walk is right there.
You can't
and the
miss
place
it.
we went pumpkin picking was right next to that. But I remember.
Kids, you go play with the pumpkins, and Mom and Dad will
Mom
be
and Dad are
there.
going to grab a couple of
Right
cans of
now.
wine. We'll see ya.
Let us know what you got when you come
Yeah,
back.
that's funny. So.
Oh, wine tasting.
I'd actually like to do one more shout out. I know that I
Sure.
gave to my brother James and my sister-in-law Danielle. They got married on
That's
May 18th.
right.
Yes.
So I know I gave them a shout out late in the show that we did at St. John's last, and they didn't hear it, so I don't know. I think they're up. But anyway, we had a great time at the wedding at the Floral Terrace on May 18th. So congratulations to James and Danielle. Welcome to the family. And I'll say to you what everybody said to Kathy, my wife, and you are a lally now. So whatever that means, take it to.
Congratulations.
Welcome to the family. So, and also to my brother-in-law Brian and my sister-in-law Lisa. They had a baby girl on the same day, my wife's brother.
Oh, my
So Lisa
gosh.
had a
This is the
baby
last couple
girl.
weeks.
Really?
So
You
yeah,
missed it on the
so
last show. We talked about it. Yeah.
How are you even here?
May 18th was a very busy day for us. So I gained a niece and a sister-in-law in the span of 11 hours.
And
So
then he threw in a community
Jade and
like the week
Angelina.
before that.
Yes, and my son made his communion the week before that, so it was very, very.
Do you
but yeah,
sleep?
So, 6 hours a night if I'm lucky, but
There
that's
you
okay.
go.
When you have kids,
Yeah,
6
see,
hours.
well, 6 hours. 6 hours
That's
is
why I do not. I have a godson, love him, but I can give him back.
6 hours is the new 8, is what I hear. So
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
that's what I'm
That's
told.
average,
But anyway, so yeah,
Oh, man.
so 1 week from today, the cycling event to raise money for diabetes. Good cause. For more information, you can go online and check it out.
Cool.
All right.
Very
So
good.
you want to resume our countdown?
Back to the countdown. There you
Let's
go.
do it.
Casey.
Casey, the top 13.
Does he still do that?
13. No, it's.
Is he on satellite or no?
What's his name? From American Idol now does it.
Seacrest?
Yeah,
Seacrest?
right.
He does everything else,
Oh,
right?
he's everywhere.
Come on.
He does the top 40 now. Yeah.
Remember Casey Kasem used
No,
to
I
do
know.
the long distance
Casey Kasem.
dedications
That's what I'm
and
saying.
all that.
I think
Yeah.
retired now. I mean.
Oh, he's
He is.
probably 95
A
years
station
old
I
now,
used
right?
to work at, we used to air Casey Kasem
Yeah.
show, and he one time had a dedication to a dog. This is a great story. Somebody was seriously wanted to dedicate something to their dog, and he got so angry about it because he didn't understand why they were doing that. It was the only time I think I've ever heard Casey Kasem fumble on air.
Well, there is actual audio of Casey Kasem yelling and cursing and all. You heard that before? Isn't that great?
It's about-
And he loses his mind.
It's about the dog dedication.
Is that what the one?
Yes.
Really?
Oh my God.
On
That
air,
is
he's
funny.
like, for
And
Clem,
yelling, and it's
he
on
flips
air,
out
they
and
taped
says
him.
a lot of X-rated things
Yeah.
because of the dog dedication. Like,
Is that
why
what it
would
was
somebody
because
get-
of? I've heard that
Oh, yeah.
audio and I
That
crack up
is
every time.
funny.
Because
I
he's
have
always
to.
so poised.
That is-
Don't
And then he
dedicate a
goes
song to your
40,
dog.
yeah.
He will lose
He
himself.
will lose it. But you can actually catch him on satellite radio
Right.
now. He has on the 70s show.
Still?
They
Still
they,
does,
no,
yeah.
no, they play the old
Is he like
ones.
a
Oh, it's the
fossil?
old-
Oh, I was
The
gonna
old ones,
say,
not the new ones.
Like,
but
he's
they
like
replay
90.
his old ones
From the
on-
old countdown
on Saturday,
shows.
The old countdown.
That
on
is
Saturdays.
funny.
So you could get the top
Casey Kasem's
40 of
countdown.
1978, let's say, of that
Right.
day, and they will replay it, and it's exactly the way it was broadcasted back in the 70s.
So did he
Alright.
play the
Cool.
dedication to the dog or no?
He did. He was a
They
little bit fumbling on air. He did
This-
ultimately.
Yeah.
They
But-
pre-record that
Yeah.
stuff
Okay.
ahead of time.
So you heard him
he
a
had
little
to do
bit
it a couple
strangely
times.
saying it, but if you
Yeah.
hear it, when he first went to actually do the reading and the
Yeah.
recording, he flipped himself.
This one's for Fido.
handle it.
That's what I.
Who the hell does that?
Oh my gosh, it was great.
That is funny.
And he's yelling at all the technicians. It's hysterical. You could probably, I'm sure, Google it.
Google
so.
it. We do not have dedications to dogs.
No.
But we do
Yeah,
have
no
countdowns.
dedications to dogs, guys.
We would.
Sorry.
Do it.
I guess we could.
I mean,
So back to the countdown. I guess Ryan Seacrest for this one.
Yes.
And now back to the countdown. So coming in at number 9 is a lady named Pink, and
Love her.
newer song called "Just Give Me a Reason." Picked this one over a try because
This is a good one.
yeah, this is a good one.
And this one features Nate from Fun.
Correct, it does. Yes. So
I saw
you get
her
2 in 1
live.
right there.
For the locals who are watching in Long Island who know of Nassau Coliseum, I saw her there March 25th.
Okay.
She put on an amazing show because she's flipping through the air doing gymnastics and things and singing live, belting. Didn't gasp for breath or anything. And I'm like,
Oh
wow,
yeah,
I
they say
can't
that
do...
she puts on an unbelievable show.
It was the best money I've ever paid.
So
honestly.
this song has been in the top 10 for 10 weeks, and it's still in the top 10, so it's really good.
Love Pink.
3 weeks number 1. Pretty good.
how about
So it is a newer song, but it definitely needs recognition. This probably will be on the countdown in 2013 end because it's doing so well.
Oh, yeah.
So 3 weeks to number 1, 10 weeks, and still going strong.
That'll be around.
in the top 10.
We'll be talking about that in December.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah,
We do our
probably.
year-long recap.
So that's Pink, and then moving on to there is a little band called The Lumineers with Hey Ho
Oh,
or Ho
yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Ho Hey.
That song,
Hey ho,
that song
hey
is
ho.
I never could say it right. I always mess it up.
Yeah, hey ho,
There's
ho, hey.
87 people in that band. I love.
know,
There's
it's
the girl who
86
just hits the
cowboys.
triangle. There's the cowbell. I'm like, hey, you know what? If it
There you
exists,
go.
play it.
Yeah.
So this song was in the top 10 for 10 weeks also. It's the number 6 most downloaded song for 2013.
All right.
And it hit as high as number 3. So a little interesting fact.
Newer bands. I like hearing about newer
yeah,
bands.
Yeah, They
Musicians.
were started more in that January time period, getting into onto the countdown.
a little bit of
top
real
10.
music. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different kind of band, which is good.
It
know?
is.
It's not just your pop, everyday pop band. But a lot of members in the band, like I said.
Yes, large band.
So that was the number 8 song. Coming in at number 7 is, oops, I went too far.
He lied.
Sorry about that. Got too excited. Coming in at number 7, Will I Am featuring Britney Spears
This is what
with
she's
a little scream and
Fake
shout.
British accent. I'm like, when I first heard that, I was like, who's the British chick in the beginning of the song? That was Britney having an alternate personality.
Yes. So Brittany's on this, singing away with will.i.am. will.i.am is typical, sampling, cutting up
Taking
stuff.
words
Yes.
that don't make sense and making them into like a sentence.
And making them into a song.
Hey.
That's his talent.
So this song
Makes
was on,
him a millionaire.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Right.
on 11 weeks. 11 weeks in the top 10. It's the number 7 most downloaded song and hit number 3 also. So,
What is the world coming to?
Yes, very close to the Lumineer song for top song.
See that I commend that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it did very well, I gotta say. So on one more week in the top 10 than the Lumineers.
Auto-tune.
Yeah, it's still a little auto-tune, but people like that, and it's good for the clubs and stuff like that.
Will.i.am not.
Formerly from the Black Eyed Peas. So that was your number 7 song and number 6 song. Now this number 6 song actually was not a big song on the radio, and this is it. It's the Harlem Shake. Wasn't big on the radio.
This is good. This was big
It's
at like
viral.
weddings,
Yes.
like
Uh-huh.
sweet 16s.
Right. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
think we did this at my brother's wedding. I'm
The Harlem
pretty
Shake?
sure we did.
My daughter.
I made it up. I made it up at a wedding. I'm like, I don't know this, but I will make it up. And I
My
just
daughter's
did
actually
something.
doing her dance recital coming up soon, and they did they filmed stuff beforehand.
Right.
And they actually filmed her class doing the Harlem Shake. So what it is one person's dancing kind of crazy with something, everybody else is just not paying attention to that person, and then when they hit that one chord in the song, everybody that's
gets up.
dancing
Yeah.
has a gorilla suit on, has a oversized cowboy hat.
Yep.
It's really cool, and people do this all the time. It's a big YouTube sensation. So that's one of the big reasons for being number 6. And also, interestingly enough, it did hit number 1.
Did?
This song
Where?
actually, on the Billboard Top 100 hits.
Where was I?
Yeah, go figure. It's funny, it gets no airplay whatsoever.
Did you hear the
But I
Casey
found
Kasem
very-
countdown with the as the top song?
The dog picked it.
So this was on it for 8 weeks. It came in at number 1.
I
As soon as
never
it
knew
came
it even
hit
charted.
number 1. It
No.
actually knocked out one of our other top songs, which I'll talk about later on. But it knocked out a top song that was number 1, and then this song came back as number 1 again after this fell out. But it was 4 weeks as number 1 in the top 100.
Whoa.
Go figure.
Yeah.
It's the number 11 most downloaded song so far in 2013.
Well, Harlem Shake.
Yeah, so the Harlem Shake. So it shows you that it's not just radio play, but sometimes the viral stuff that's happening on YouTube.
Like
and
Psy.
Yeah.
Well, look at Psy, Gangnam Style. We
Oh.
talked about that in
Yeah.
2012, right?
He had another hit. I'm like, why is
He
he
was
still
number 12
around?
in 2012 for us.
I was
and
doing-
He just had another hit.
I was doing Gangnam Style during the Harlem Shake, and everybody was like,
Wait,
that's
can
not
you do it
right.
this time?
No, I can't do it right. I still can't.
Ride a horse, you gotta
I
go
still
like that.
can't do it
You
right.
do a little bit of the shopping cart. You're like,
Yeah, the edge clippers. What else do you want me to do? Sprinkler.
all those good moves.
So that is the Harlem Shake, and as I said, I put it
Wow.
on there because at first I didn't even think of the song because you don't hear it a lot on the radio.
No, I think of
but-
it as weddings when I'm drinking and
Yep.
don't know how to do
How
it
to do
anyway. So I'm like, I'll make
anything,
it up. I'll make it up.
Would you like to know what number 5 is?
Let's do one more.
Let's do one more, and then we'll save the top 4 for later on in the show.
I like that.
So coming in at number 5, it's one of my personal favorites so far, 2013. I actually wanted to put this higher, but I didn't because these other songs deserved a little bit more, I think, than this song. So coming in at number 5 is JT, Justin Timberlake, and Jay-Z, Suit and Tie.
Let me tell you
Can't
something.
escape this song. My God.
To each his own, but
Yeah.
whether you like his style or not, he's a musician.
He is.
I mean, he is talented.
He's
Whether
good.
it's for you or not is another.
Breaks out hits.
He
Oh, he's
hysterical.
The
The Five Club when they had like Dan Aykroyd
Steve Martin and all those guys
Paul
were
Simon
on there.
and
Yeah,
oh my gosh, Chevy Chase.
Yep,
that
they
was
are playing
great.
Yankee
Dresses
Stadium.
Up,
He's-
yeah, they're playing
Who's
Yankee
that?
Stadium.
He's
Jay-Z
really fun.
and
JT and Jay-Z are playing at Yankee Stadium July 19th and 20th, actually.
That's
Doing a whole concert tour throughout the summer, the two of them.
Right.
So it's going to be a big tour.
And I
I'm
like
actually
his
going to
stage.
it.
Are you really?
I am going
See, I
to
like his stage presence. He's got, Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids. I like that he's got like the band and the old kind of doo-woppy thing on some of
Yes.
his songs.
Right.
Well, I mean, what he's doing with the suit and tie thing, and not only has he created a culture with people going out now and actually wearing suit and ties.
I've seen some bow
or even-
ties.
I was going to say bow ties has been very
I saw
big.
2 bow ties last night at a bar.
Bow ties is becoming a big thing now. People wearing bow ties.
Would
again,
you
just
wear a
like
bow
the
tie?
50s. If the circumstances are right, I might.
Charlie, would you wear one?
I have to think about it.
I
Listen, if you-
wouldn't.
It has to be the
If
right
you
kind of
like
place
it,
I'm
you
going.
do it.
Right.
If I was going like the mixology count in the city, I might wear a bow tie. You would fit in
If I was a clown in the circus, I would wear one.
there.
What about suspenders? Suspenders with the bow tie.
I'm not a big
Suspenders
fan
I
of,
would wear.
I'd probably do suspenders.
Larry
Not a
King has
fan of
served him well.
suspenders.
Hey,
That's true.
We'll wear
Not a
bow
fan.
ties.
I would wear, yeah.
Next show, we should
Bow
go
ties
bow
and
ties.
suspenders.
I like it.
Well, it was funny.
And
I did an event at a steakhouse in the city that's very, very old school steakhouse, very well known. A mobster actually got hit had a hit.
Castellano.
Yeah, Castellano. The one that
Sparks.
Castellano Sparks. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. So we actually
I will
did an
never go there
event.
for that reason.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's not like you're gonna get a hit.
Those are the best places to go.
My last name is Pizza. They will
So
think
what?
I'm connected and
So
something
what?
will
My last
happen.
name's
We had a
Stereo. I'll be
group come
connected
down
too.
there, and they actually all wore bow ties because to be like Mad Men type of thing. And I thought it was hysterical. And I'm like, why are you guys wearing bow ties? They're like, it's very 1960s. It's like
all the
old
rage.
school. I'm like, okay. I'm like, they all wore bow ties, so you can
Never
see that
float your
fans
boat.
coming back.
Well, don't eat at King Yum's either across the street from St. John's.
Yeah.
because
You'll get
They'll think
arrested.
you're dealing
Oh,
drugs
that's
and they'll
right.
arrest you.
All right.
So this song was 13 weeks in the top 10. It's the
Right.
number 5 most downloaded song so far, and it hit as high as number 3.
Go Justin
So
Timberlake.
JT and Jay-Z hitting it up hard.
There you
so-
go. Well-
and there's even another song he has on the charts right now that's doing very well. Mirrors.
Mirrors,
Yes.
yeah.
So,
Hey.
I mean, he's
He
following
does.
up with that one right
He
now.
does his thing. Like I said, love it or hate it, he does
Yeah,
it.
it's
But
true.
we'll take a really quick break. Then we're going to come back with some more from Grand Folk Railroad,
That's
and then
right.
we'll close out our countdown. The top 5.
Top 4, actually. We have 4 more
I can't
songs.
count. Top 4.
4 more, guys.
Nobody said I was a mathematician.
And maybe more music after that.
That's what I'm saying. Stick around. We'll be right
Yes,
back with
we'll be
Grand
back in a
Folk
minute,
Railroad.
guys.
Terrestrial radio broadcasts to a state. Satellite radio broadcasts to a nation. Internet radio broadcasts to a world. Broadcasting to 7 billion people. Inravio.com. Internet, radio, TV.
Unitapart.com. Fast and free, the internet's top used parts locator service. Over 3 million part searches since 2001. Salvage yards, sell more parts. Become a member today. Unitapart.com. Tell them you heard it on inravio.com.
Hey, this is Dan Jacobson, the host of Dear Dad. You can listen to me here Thursdays from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. You're listening to inravio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Glitz and Glam Boutique. Book your little princess's party today. Glamorous birthday parties. Girls' Day out packages. Hair accessories and jewelry. 5A Canal Street, Center Riches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-909-7428.
From Long Island to the world, inravio.com.
Riches Bay Realty celebrating 50 years. If you're selling or listing your home, land, or business, call Mauritius Bay Realty of Mauritius, Long Island, New York. Contact Jerry at 631-878-0003 or go to MauritiusBayRealty.com for more info. Mauritius Bay Diner and Restaurant. Steaks, chops, wraps, breakfast skillets. The Mauritius Bay, 62 Montauk Highway in Mauritius, New York. 878-6827. The Mauritius Bay Diner and Restaurant in New York.
I get so lost.
Hey, dude, it's me again. You know, Village Music Shop in Mastic. Anyway, you all know my dog, Mr. Big. Yeah. Well, Dudes and Dudettes Village Music Shop has been in business for over 37 years, serving musicians with the best products and service around. Wow. They have private lessons on all instruments and in all styles of music in their new state-of-the-art digital teaching studios, with the excellent sales and service of guitars, drums, school band instruments, amps, PAs, as well as sheet music, books, and accessories. Basically, dudes, everything musical, right, Big? Yeah. Chill out. Village Music has rentals on all instruments, even PA systems for your parties and barbecues. Oh, cool. Dudes, Village Music Shop never has a sale on stuff because every day our prices are lower than all the competition. Stores, internet, whatever, guaranteed. Yeah. So come to Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic, Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Anyway.
We're back on Saturday night on the Sound.
Woohoo!
Well, Saturday on the Sound.
But it is
We
Saturday
change the
night
show
here,
names
right?
sometimes,
No,
but
it was, but we changed
We
it.
changed.
Yeah,
After
because
the second episode,
SOS flowed nicer.
Exactly.
we cut night out. We even took it off our website page. So
Exactly.
Plus the cake that Chuck got us said
I know,
SOS.
it
so
is.
we had to do that,
SOS.
yeah.
He
Like
named
the whole
it for
thing,
us.
You
So.
can find us on Facebook, by the way,
That's
Saturday
right.
on the Sound, and of course, if you don't already,
us.
like in radio.
Yeah, like
web.
us.
Yes.
Yeah, like in radio, like us.
Like
So-
us, like all.
Like everybody.
The alumni
Right,
show.
we have a
Exactly.
few little tidbits.
Yes.
Mike and I usually
Yes.
do this
Your
every
your
show.
Saturday information update before we go back to some live music. I'll hand it over
This
to the
day
man.
in history.
This day,
Go ahead, Shirley.
1968, Simon and Garfunkel went to #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Mrs. Robinson,
Cuckoo
featured in the Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft film The Graduate.
I can't believe it's that many
The
years.
song earned the duo a Grammy Award for the Record of the Year in 1968. Another
Good
tidbit
song.
about them is they went to Forest Hills High School in Queens.
Did you know them?
No, I grew up not too far from them, Middle Village, Queens, so they're like
Kind of like neighbors.
They're like
Neighbors.
brothers.
like
Yeah,
brothers.
exactly.
Exactly. Actually, I was actually Art Garfunkel's partner, but then.
Paul Simon's like,
Paul
listen.
Simon's like, you know,
I'm-
you're
Yeah,
out.
you know,
Sorry.
you know.
Paul Simon's like, I'm the shortest man there's ever
That's
been,
it.
so I think I need to
Hey,
fill
turn
this.
around
Charlie
and say,
Cesaro.
We're
there you
in
go.
trouble one world. No, you better get out.
Yeah, exactly. Kodachrome.
And what kind of facts do you have, Mr. Mike, on this
There you
evening?
go.
Well, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band was released
Review.
June 1st, 1967, sold 8 million copies worldwide. So that was a
Right.
fun fact. Superman appeared for the first time in DC Comics June 1st, 1938, and
What
the
was the
issue
comic?
sold for 10 cents.
What was the comic?
I don't know what the comic was.
Action Comic Books #1.
Exactly. It's
That's right, you would know
You
this.
would know that.
Wait a minute.
You're a
It's
comic man.
The comic book extraordinaire over
I know
there.
some comic book trivia. Yeah, but Action Comics #1 started the whole craze, and then Batman surely followed in Detective Comic Books.
Look at that.
And happy birthday to Heidi Klum, who turns 40 today. It was the same age
And
as
still,
Matt and I.
and still looks 20.
And looks,
And still looks good.
and looks a hell of a lot better than I do.
know, me too.
Another tidbit, actually a sports-related tidbit.
Yes.
On this day last year, Johan Santana
Through
threw
the
the
first
Oh,
no-hitter
yeah,
in
that's
Mets
for the
history.
New York
That's
Mets.
right.
That's right.
And thank
Out
God,
of
because
the
they lost.
disabled
Yeah.
Forever.
Although the Mets did sweep the Yankees.
Let me say, I was at the game
Well.
on Memorial Day. I'm a diehard Yankee fan.
Oh, come on.
And well, it's all right. You can boo me because we were like, had everything handed to us. We were just like imploding. It was a great game though because I had a lot of margaritas, and it was
Makes it
a
even
very
better.
low score. So until like the 7th inning, there was nothing. It was like back and
nothing.
forth.
It didn't matter that you had a lot of
No,
margaritas.
but then like
You didn't miss anything.
by the middle of this week when they kept losing, I was like, I'm going to turn it off. I'm not jingling anymore.
Sit still.
You're moving too much.
I keep jingling.
We get the voice from the top of the stage.
Our sound mix extraordinaire, Tom Armstrong, is yelling at me for my bling jingling to the microphone.
Yes.
You know you can never sneak up on it with
No.
all
No,
that. So-
I don't play hide and go seek ever.
You have the bling for the bunch, because we don't have any bling. We lack bling.
I make up for
We're
everybody.
blingless.
We gotta start wearing some fancy stuff.
I'll
or
introduce you to
something.
some.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I have my wedding band. I don't have
By
any
the
other
way,
jewelry. I
actually
really don't.
did get to the Wednesday game where they blew out the Yankees.
Oh,
Phil
great
That
game.
one was even worse.
Chased out in the first inning. I was like,
It
wow.
was upsetting.
But you know what, though? Santana throws a no-hitter on this state 1 year ago. The Mets sweep the Yankees, and they lose 8-0 to the 13-40 Marlins today.
what
Go
is
figure.
that? I don't even
So that
know.
doesn't matter. They
Go
gave a
figure.
stat that the Marlins were 3-3 against the Mets. Now they're 5-3, and they're 10-38 against everybody else.
And they lost 9 in a row before they beat the Mets.
Yes.
I know.
Yep.
And I just wanted to have one quick somber note on
Yes.
this happy show usually before we go back with some more live music. As some of you may know, as I hit myself with my bling, one of our co-general managers of inravio.com, Jack Nolan, passed away tragically last week in a terrible car accident. So he was a wonderful, wonderful man, and he brought a lot of great things to InRavio. And his son, Robbie, who works with us as well, did a tribute show to his dad this afternoon. So we just want to say, rest in peace, Jack Nolan. You were wonderful to work with. He's been in radio for many years. A whole bunch of FM stations walk. He was all over. So we just wanted to send our thoughts to his family and thank you for helping make InRavio what it has become. And now, on a happier note, we're going to go back to some more live ones from Grand Folk Railroad.
There you go.
I can't would stay. Yes, I know, you know I hate to go, but goodbye, it's been sweet. Our worlds can never meet, and I'll cry just a little 'cause I love you so, and I'll die just a little 'cause I have to go away. Can't you see how I feel when I say love's unreal? But goodbye, it's been sweet, even though incomplete. And I'll cry just a little 'cause I love you so, and I'll die just a little 'cause I have to go away. Every night I still hear all your sighs very clear. Now it's gone away, as I once heard you say. But I'll cry just a little 'cause I love you so, and I died just a little 'cause I had to go away.
Hey! Love it.
Very cool.
Excellent.
So what do you guys have for us next? I see instrument
I was
changes.
gonna say, this is the intro we've been waiting for.
This is the recurring thing, it keeps coming up. It's, you could probably just call it, you can't play that on banjo. Come on, let's do it.
Hold on one second, we got a shout out here.
We do?
From V-Man.
Does
V-Man.
anybody know V-Man?
Does anybody know V-Man? No?
Whoever V-Man is shouting you out. People you know are listening and watching.
And watching.
Now,
How
could you
about
just explain this really
What
quick
is
for
that?
our
Yes.
viewers at home?
We were watching this before. It's very cool.
Blow into it, you play it like a keyboard.
Ah, you blow
So
a
it's
lot
a
of hot air.
keyboard with an awesome, like, beer funnel kind of going on.
Actually, that's what's in there, is the beer.
I want to play that.
You can do a kickstand
The,
afterwards.
the keyboard is just the front.
Well, without any further ado, take it away, guys.
All right.
You might know this one.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Boy, you just don't realize what you do to me when you hold me in your arms so tight and you let me know everything's alright. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. It's as sweet as candy, your taste is on my mind. Boy, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, boy, but I don't need no cure. I'll just stay infected if I can't be sure. All the good love that you're in love with me. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, boy. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Yeah, I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Yeah, I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Why, thank you.
Tonight I've never seen in my life.
That was awesome. That was really cool.
That was cool. Very cool.
Very cool. Excellent.
And I can tell I'm watching you guys from the camera over here. You did not fade out. So you know
No.
what? You were not lost in the green screen.
Not at all.
Before you guys do your last tune, I want to know a little bit about what's your upcoming gig schedule. How can people find your music? How can they contact you? How can they go see you?
Plug, plug, plug.
Yes,
Let us
plug away.
know.
Well, GrandFolkRailroad.com. It's all there. GrandFolkRailroad.com. On the 21st of July, we're going to be at a place called Elijah Churchill's in Northport.
Yep.
I hear it's a very nice restaurant. All the good bands play there.
There you go.
All right. And what time is there a cover?
5 o'clock.
Oh, you got it. No,
4
it's
to
gonna be
7. 4 to 7.
4 to 7?
All
Yeah,
right.
it's a Sunday afternoon.
To Sunday, yeah.
Very
cocktails
nice.
Sunday, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Cocktails are good.
Right.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Now help me out now. Towards the end of July, at the Eisenhower Park, there's a Harry Chapin tribute concert.
Yes,
Okay.
I know
It's
that.
a great concert. There's
Really?
really lots of Long Island performers there. We're just one of them. We do a song. There'll be lots of other people there. It all goes to support
Long Island Cares.
Long Island
Yeah.
Cares, yes,
Cool.
of course.
Very cool.
And that's a big show. We love to do that. At the end of August, we're going to be in Lindenhurst at the Lindenhurst Gazebo on Wellwood Avenue.
Oh, that's nice over there.
It's nice over there.
Very cool.
And I think that's all the big news.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
now
we
can-
have other stuff in between, but
We
they're
can't
not.
remember.
It'll be on the
Any,
website
What
eventually.
happened?
Any
It's on the
Facebook
website.
We'll
page
be
or
looking
anything
at
for
the
the people
website
like?
to find out when we're
Exactly.
What?
No, I said any Facebook page or anything?
We have a Facebook page.
Okay.
If you look up Grand Folk Railroad, we're right
There
there.
you go. Like
There
it.
you go.
There you go.
And now can people purchase your music?
Yes, we're on iTunes. We're on, with CD
CD
Baby,
Baby.
All the big ones.
All the big ones.
Nice.
yeah.
All right.
We're
There you go.
everywhere. We have one CD
And they
out.
can just buy it. They don't have to. There's no selection process. We
Right.
don't approve them.
Yeah.
It's just all it is money. And
Money, right?
There you go.
Money and supporting great local music.
There you
Excellent.
go.
All right.
That's what it's about.
Very cool.
That's what
So
we're
without
about.
any further ado, here's another one from Grand Folk Railroad, our special guest tonight on Saturday on the Sound.
what's this one called, Susan?
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
Okay. People might want to know.
Never know.
But this is one I wrote a long time ago. I wrote this one years and years and before I knew any of these guys.
Oh.
My friends all said it was time to stop chasing you. I wish they told me how much they know. But you didn't find the courage to. Now
You never know. You'll never know. You never
Some people fall in love and face the pain. They can't be bothered about winning or losing the game. But you ran away again and again. Now you'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know what I've been through. You never wanted to. You'll never know. You never know. You'll never know. You never know. You'll never know what I've been through. You never wanted to.
Handful Railroad. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
You were
you.
wonderful.
Great job, guys.
Check out their website, like them on Facebook, and go to their gigs.
Yes, see it
Excellent.
live.
Yes.
That's the best part about it.
So we're going to wrap up our show with the top 4, since I can't
Top four.
count.
That is right. Top 4.
You got it right
got
that
it.
time.
I know. Well, because last time he was like 4, and I was like, oh.
Oh, it's the
Mine are
long
blue
fingernails that give it.
It's my nails. They count as 2, so I added an extra one.
All right, so we're going to wrap up the top 4 of course, all big artists on the top 4, and songs you definitely have to know over the last couple months.
For better or for worse?
For better or for worse,
Okay.
yes. So it all depends what you like. So coming in at number 4, Our Lady Rihanna's back on the charts again. So
She's everywhere.
Yeah, she's everywhere. So this is her earlier hit in this year, which was Diamonds. So big hit for her earlier in the year, and hit number 1 in December, but continued through into January, into February. So just to give you a little facts, in 2013.
I was like 10 years
going
ago?
back in time, yeah.
It's been 10 years at
It's
number
10
1?
years at number
Amazing.
one. It's amazing
Unbelievable.
how good she is. So in December she hit number 1. She was 7 weeks in 2013
All right.
in the top 10, which is pretty good
That's a lot.
considering that she was also in
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
And she went as high as number 2 during the 2013 time period. So
Well, go Rihanna.
So Go Rihanna is number 4. She is also the number 2 most downloaded song so far in 2013.
All right.
Not bad, right?
Can't say I'm surprised. She's had some staying power since she came on the scene.
What's the number 1? Do you know?
Number 1 what song?
The
or
number 1 downloaded song so far.
Actually, that good segue because that's our next.
Oh, is
It's
it?
the number 1.
And I didn't even
that.
know.
Look at
I don't
that.
even know what it is. I don't know.
ESP.
Yes, that's right.
I can't even do the Gangnam thing. I don't know. I don't know what he's
You
doing.
guessed that. The number 1 downloaded song coming up next.
Okay.
So number 3 song for us is probably one of Susan's favorites, since she likes to talk about breakup songs, Taylor Swift. That's right. This is her song Trouble. We had her on, in the 2012 for her other song.
Oh, we are never, ever, ever.
We're getting back
ever
together.
Getting back together.
Ever.
yeah.
Ever.
So this is
Ever.
her other breakup song. I don't remember who she was dating at the time when she
Every
broke up
song
with
of hers.
but-
This one was about Harry Styles.
Oh, okay. I
From
knew somebody was
One
gonna know it,
Direction.
so-
Why do I know that? I don't know, but I do.
But I'm glad you know it because I didn't know it. So this is I Knew You Were Trouble, Taylor Swift. So here's some facts about it. So it was number 15 weeks in the top 10. That's a long time.
That's a
That is a lot.
long
So
time.
never hit number 1 though. Only hit number 2. But 15 weeks in the top 10. It's the number 1 downloaded song so far in 2013. So
I'm not
There you
surprised.
go.
Every time I change a radio station, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to hear that. Oh, it's on again. Oh, it's on there too.
Well, you know what though? All of her songs, and I'm a closet Taylor Swift liker. Not anymore. Now it's out.
I'm like, you just outed yourself.
Nice to
Oh,
be
you're out
out.
of the closet.
Nice to be
Congratulations.
out.
That's great, buddy.
But a lot of her songs sound the same. Like even the song 22 that she has now, and then
They
another
all
one.
do. That
And
sounds
it's-
like
and
they're
it's-
never,
but
ever
it's-
getting back
And it's the
together.
same beat. But that's, I guess, you find, but it's,
I
it
will give her
works.
props though because she does write her own music at least.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
listen.
after a breakup.
Yeah.
Right. She has to break up with somebody, but it produces new material.
New material each time, and it's always very good. My daughter loves her, so.
If you were in Hollywood and you were a male, I wouldn't date her because you'll be in a song. But
Hey, but it could be good for your career too.
you know what? Hey, I was in that
I
song.
might just date her just to say, oh, that's about me.
Yeah.
It was just like the Alanis Morissette song. I mean,
Yeah.
Dave Coulier is
Right.
Uncle Joey.
Joey, not even Jesse.
I know. I was like, not John Stamos.
Wait a minute.
that's what I
Alanis
said was,
Morissette and Dave
Yeah.
Coulier?
Yeah.
Coulier, that's what the song's
See?
about.
But that's like,
thought?
I don't know. Who'd have thought? Just right. I don't know who
Yes.
that's even like.
I
That's,
don't know, but you never thought Joey Gladstone from Full House would have a song written about that. But hey, go figure.
Exactly. Life's full of mysteries, isn't
That
it?
is true. So our number 2 song was a top hit in January. It was actually the number 1 song when we started the 2013 year. It is Bruno Mars, "Locked Out of Heaven." Locked Out.
And speaking of that one, on a quick side note, he did an interview recently and was talking about it. I like Bruno Mars when he does a live show on an award ceremony or anything else. I've never seen him in concert, but he does the bow tie, the old big band look kind of deal with the guys being recorded. I love that. I think that's
God knows
great.
how many songs too.
And he's very talented. Exactly.
He writes a
He's
lot.
got a great voice.
That song "Forget You,"
Yep.
CeeLo Green,
He wrote that. And this song, he said, Locked Out of Heaven, he was playing around the studio having writer's block one night, and then that just happened.
Yeah.
He wasn't planning on going that route, he just kind of got the words in his head, and that's what happened.
And again, it sounds very similar to The Police.
It does.
Almost like a Sting song.
Right.
So, and that's what's very cool.
It does sound Sting-like.
It does, right? I mean, it really does. So this song, 13 weeks in 2013 only, in the top 10, which is very good. It's the number 4 most downloaded song. It was 5 weeks as number 1 starting beginning of January. So pretty good.
Go Bruno.
Yeah, so he's doing well. And he has another song right now that's on the, what was the other one we took off? We were going to put on?
Bruno Mars?
Yeah, the other Bruno Mars song.
When I Was Your Man.
When I Was Your Man, thank you. I was just gonna look
We only took it off because we had so many.
we had so many
fabulous
hits.
songs.
But, no, I'm just saying, he has that song and actually a hit number 1 too, and is on the top 10 right now.
We had to add the Amazing Mumford. That's why we had to take him off.
And Mumford.
But no, he's actually had that song in the top 10 for 16 weeks already.
Interesting.
And still in the top 10. So that could be definitely one of the songs at the end of the year.
And another thing that's funny about Bruno Mars is not his name, but like usually when you pick a stage name, you don't pick Bruno. I was kind of like proud of him, like, wow, you take the underdog name, all right.
Yeah.
Like who really wants to be named Bruno?
You think of a Bruno as a tough kind of
Right,
guy.
a tough Italian
he
guy.
doesn't look like the tough guy.
But usually if you have that name, you're like a meathead and you don't really want that name, but it is what it is. He's like, you know what, I'm going to embrace the meathead name.
Yeah, he went with
I'm going to change the culture of the Brunos.
And he did.
He's a nice guy, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you're ready for this.
Number
You're ready
one.
for number 1.
I think I am.
Number 1, all right.
I think I can do it.
I'm not ready.
I think you probably know this
I
song.
can't handle
You
it.
definitely know the song. And I know you've talked about it a lot. Very good song. I actually just seen these guys in concert 2 weeks ago. And yes, and it's been everywhere. I mean, a lot of stuff to talk about the song. So as you just heard, going to the thrift shop.
Macklemore and Ryan
And he's
Lewis.
also the number 1 artist right now. Currently he has Can't Hold 'Em as the number 1 hit right now. As of today, he was still number 1 with that
A
song.
guy from Seattle hooked on cough syrup, got over his addiction, and look at this.
And look
This
what
is
he's
I
doing.
got $20 in my pocket.
Huh? Yeah, I
Is
got
that this
$20
one?
in my pocket.
I used
That
to
song
think.
is hysterical because who
Now,
hasn't
wait a
gone
minute.
to a thrift store?
When my kids came home from school singing this, I'm gonna pop some tags.
Tags.
I didn't know what they were saying, and I'm like, you're not allowed to listen to that.
You know
I don't know what it is, but you're not allowed to listen.
And
You're
you're not
7
popping
and 10, and you're not popping anything. And then they're like, Dad, the guy's shopping in a thrift store, and he's like,
Come on, Dad, get
You're that dad already, huh?
not
You're
allowed.
that dad.
My kids are not popping tags at 7 and 10. No, they're not.
You're not popping anything.
Yeah, right.
Let me tell you. So this is Macklemore and of course Ryan Lewis, who's the DJ behind him. So some interesting facts. First of all, definitely the reason why it's number 1. It was 21 weeks in the top 10.
Heck yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Number 3 most downloaded song. 4 weeks at number 1. Then got beat out by the Harlem Shake. Came back for 2 more weeks.
Came back with a vengeance.
Came back and was number 1 again. It is the Grover Cleveland of
Of 2013.
And it's got a great beat. It really does.
It
When I
does.
first heard it, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, he has 2 top 10 hits right now. This one and the Can't Hold 'Em is still in the top 10 right now. It's amazing.
Now that I know that it's not about drugs, I'm okay with
Now
it.
you're
Now
okay
he's
with
fine
it.
with it.
Now
yeah.
it's
Until the next time.
Now they can listen to it.
Until the next
Yeah.
6
song.
weeks in total is number 1. Pretty good, I
Yeah.
gotta say, for we're only 6 months into the year. So he
I would
is
say.
our number 1 artist. As I said, he is currently number 1 with his other song, Can't Hold It.
Comes full circle.
Yeah, because he's coming full circle. So I can see he's definitely going to be probably on our finals.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
He will. Well, with that, that's our show for this evening. We are back the 6th of July.
6th of July, yes,
Again,
I know now, definitely.
For the calendar challenge, like myself, always the first Saturday of the month, 9 to 11, but our musical guests kick off at 9:30.
Yes.
And make sure you like the show on Facebook. Make sure you support our great artists tonight, Grand Folk Railroad. We had a great time with them. And we'll see you next month.
Yes, right after
Have a
4th
good
of
one,
July,
guys. Happy 4th of July.
Enjoy, all right? Have a great 4th, all right, everybody? Take care.
This isn't your grandfather's radio.